This episode brought to you by the Pillsbury Doughboy. Why did they cut his phone off? It's his cousin's fault.
Hey, everybody. We are very briefly going to be watching The Gingerdead Man, and you are listening to Miscast Commentary.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray.
We have maybe the shortest movie we've ever done. It's a very short one. We've had some.
Can it even be considered a movie?
It's a film. I don't know. I don't have any real answers, but I know we're going to watch it and I know we're going to deal. So the only way to start a movie like this is to press play.
Now.
You don't know. Todd's doing this entire thing without sound because I'm having to share this over an application.
I don't need it.
I don't know why it's not.
I know
working,
the sound of Gary Busey's insanity. Oh my God, like it just blew her brains out.
I know. I like it too because you can already see, like, just from the first frame, even though he's probably being paid like a penance for this. He's like,
no, they probably gave him a meal in the diner back there.
Right.
This is real footage of him robbing a diner. Oh,
this is the thing. Has anybody given him a shot to do some real acting since his accident?
I don't know. Probably. He's probably been in something good.
I can't, I just don't know. I was like, I want to make a Marvel movie and just have him be in it for just a small role or something like that. Just give him a chance to be a good actor so a lot of people can see him.
He is a good actor. He's already been proven to be a good actor.
No, but he hasn't done any of those movies, the ones he's best known for and stuff, since he got brain damage. You know what I mean? So
right.
I want to give him a chance
he's
to kind of
reestablish
himself.
Well, I feel like even though this is, the Gingerdead Man, I feel like he really gives it his all.
Yeah, he doesn't treat it like a joke, or he doesn't treat himself like a joke when it comes to stuff like this. But I always liked him, man.
I love Gary Busey. I want to get that show Down with Busey or I'm with Busey. I'd love to watch that whole thing. I just remember watching one or two episodes and being like, oh my God, this is amazing.
You know what? Because he shows up at random things and he's always exactly the same. He showed up on Tosh.0 one time. And it was because he was playing some video about some guy who had this goat that would the goat would be drinking beer. And he's like, Gary. He kept doing that. So then they had Gary Busey come be on the set. And they were like, ooh. Gary, what are you doing, Gary? Come on. It was that sort of thing.
Remember when Conan O'Brien was constantly following him in a helicopter?
Yes.
And then he was running from the beach and he had a sandwich and it was Andy Richter's what is he eating? A spaghetti sandwich? I don't know why he never forgot that. He was eating a spaghetti sandwich. It does actually. It's you put the spaghetti in between two pieces of garlic bread. Sounds pretty sound to me.
Yeah, I'm totally on board with that. I want to do that. My daughter does that. If I'll bake little buns or something like that, she'll scoop out the inside and fill it with spaghetti and eat it like that. And I'm I'm on board.
Oh my God. That sounds like some weird shit her fucking dad would do.
So I have a very, very, very short, I'll show you. This is my entire, you can't really see it.
I'll do the job, don't you worry. This girl is in every goddamn Charles Band movie. She's in all the Gingerdead Mans. She's an evil bong.
Yeah. And
we need to continue to watch these movies because it's amazing what happens. Eventually, eventually the Gingerdead Man goes good. And it's, oh my God, it's the most ridiculous thing ever. It's a total crossover. It's Evil Bong 5 is Gingerdead Man 4.
Versus Evil Bong. Yeah.
Oh, and then they mix each, oh my God, it's so ridiculous. And it's he totally forgets that this is the chick that he's always after to kill. She's so cute.
Yeah, she is.
He's in every Charles Band movie, man.
Yeah. But yeah, so Charles Band, for those who don't know him, he directed Trancers, Evil Bong, as was said, Dr. Mordred, Aliens Gone Wild, Unlucky Charms, and Barbie and Kendra Storm Area 51.
Yeah, don't forget Puppet Master.
I will forget Puppet Master. I just was going for the funny names mostly, other than Trancers. I wanted to hit you with one. Go, oh yeah, Trancers. That's the one.
I just watched all the Trancers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And Helen Hunt. Helen Hunt is in both the first and second one.
Oh my God.
That's her first movie. Yeah.
I love that. I love when you just all of a sudden stumble. You're like, oh my God, this gigantic star is in this movie. Wonderful.
Yep. Whatever happened to her? Did she get I remember she was in 5 movies. She really oversaturated herself when Castaway came out, and then she kind of fell off.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened other than the typical she turned 40.
Right, that's probably it right there. That's actually probably it right there.
Which is just such a bummer.
Maybe she was smart and just got the fuck out for a while. She made some cash. No, she was gonna get out for a while.
She started directing, but then she became a big, one of those people who shows up in Cannes and Sundance movies naked. She was
I've seen her naked all the time. I love it.
Yeah. So but she started doing that kind of scene of movies. I think she was kind of separating her mainstream career.
I remember if she was naked in one of the Trancers movies.
She was naked in As Good as It Gets. Actually, that's true. She was. I was joking.
I don't know if she was naked in one of those movies though. She might have been.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think she just really likes getting naked, so probably.
Why because not? When she was
50, she was doing that.
Yeah, well, so does they don't give a shit. Well, what's her name? Julianne Moore. She's always naked. She doesn't give a fuck.
I forgot his name. Gary Busey plays when he's not the Gingerdead man. His name is Mallard Finley Moore.
What? Is that what it just said?
Yeah.
Oh my God, creature effects by that's something to really throw up there. Oh my God. Oh. In the one, you can see his hand because eventually the Gingerdead man spawns, a cousin or whatever, and he's a weed cookie.
Of course he is.
He's totally stoned all the time. I can't remember what his name is. He's not the Gingerdead man. He's the ginger weed man.
Well, at least it was creative. I guess.
Oh yeah, exactly right. Just as long as they made it that, yeah. He's a coochie. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, no doubt.
These are great movies, though. Dude, everybody that's watching right now, go on Tubi and you type in Full Moon and you'll get all these movies for free. You get all the Gingerdeads, all the Evil Bongs, the Puppet Masters, everything.
It's funny, too, that, is that's got to be some kind of deal with Tubi, and I'm always kind of blown away by that sort of a thing. Just really?
I love this. The movie's an hour and 10 minutes. Okay, so I used to be produced and directed by the genius Charles Band, where when you make the same thing as in Trauma, you'll make a couple movies, and then you make another movie, and you'll chop that other 3 movies up into half the new movie.
You know what we
need a lot of the time it's just what the fuck?
Yeah. You know what we need to do? We need to watch some Godfrey Ho movies on here. Have you seen any of those? Almost every single one of them has the word ninja in it, but the whole idea is he's doing very much that Hong Kong thing, same as they did with the Power Rangers, where they just take footage from other things and then weave in American stuff. So it becomes palatable. But it's literally the scenes that are happening. It's Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, except the main actor. They're not doing the Steve Martin thing where the guy says something and then it goes to the other shot. There'll just be full on scenes where a guy will walk out and it's they'll get the actor and then he'll be we got to watch out for Tiger 1. He's out on the loose, and then he hangs up the phone, and then a scene happens that's dubbed, and a guy walks around the corner, and then 3 guys go, "We're here to get you, Tiger 1," and then they fight, and then he goes, and then the guy picks up the phone again. "What? Tiger 1 escaped? I can't believe it!" It's that basically for the entire movie.
Dude, I just watched one from them recently called Corona Zombies.
Nice,
and it was coronavirus zombies, and it was literally the entire movie. 90% of the movie was old footage from a bunch of other movies, and 10% was an ex-porn star.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was amazing. They just used that's like oh my god, just make multiple films. And the thing too is what really pissed me off is when I was at Comic-Con, there he is, Findle Myers.
Oh, Findlemeyer. There, Findlemeyer.
Finley. It was pretty close, but Findlemeyer.
You know,
like a hot dog brand in Germany.
What blew my mind is John Carl Buechler, who we've talked about on the show because he did like special effects for Friday the 13th and Hatchet and stuff like that. He did special effects on this movie.
Oh my god.
So that's well, I guess it's all about
the budget you have, right? So they hire the guy. He's got no budget.
Yeah,
I'm not putting my own money into it. Fuck that.
I've got some spare foam. Grandma's gingerbread seasoning. I love that very much.
I don't know who's grandma, but whatever.
I like it's like a druid drops it off.
Mm-hmm. She's always freaked. Last time it was like a Frankenstein monster. This time it's a druid.
Yeah, it's always something.
I don't know what factory they're getting their dough from, but
Oh man. So talk about like the people who are in this. So like we said, Robin Sidney, she was in an episode of ER, National Lampoon's Cattle Call. She was in
oh my god.
She was in a Drake and Josh episode, but then like you said, she's mostly in this stuff. She's like in, like you said, everything baby. That is Charles Band.
Oh yeah. That's right. Good. She's like she's also in the Psycho Circus. What is his name? He's like a killer clown. No, not Kiss the Psycho Circus. I can't think of his name. He's another character from Full Moon, and he's got a ton of movies. And then they all end up in Sexy Hell. Seriously, all the characters eventually end up in Sexy Hell.
Yeah,
which is amazing. By the sexy devil. You gotta, everybody, like, for real, man, you gotta watch these movies. They're so amazing.
Nice. Yeah, I was looking. I'm always trying to find like something that these people were in. Like, I would argue that Robin Sidney, well, other than one other person, I always want them to be in a bunch of stuff, but like Ryan Locke, who's in the scene here, he's on almost exclusively procedurals. Like he gets like day work as like CSI New York, NCIS, Hawaii Five-0, Magnum PI.
That sounds like a good gig.
Yeah, I would
look at this. Look at this. Okay, so we're at the workplace. We work at a bakery.
Yeah.
I just opened a new thing of batter. You cut your fucking arm open, and I'm like, hey, hand your fucking arm over what we're cooking in and drip your goddamn blood all in it.
Yeah.
They don't even look and be like, yeah, you dropped your blood all in this goddamn grandma's fucking syrup.
Do you have any idea how much mixture of blood and remains of serial killers you've probably eaten in croissants? It's ridiculous.
From every bakery. Yeah. I'm like, wow, what a place.
I also very much like the idea of a bakery who orders in a pre-made mix for their gingerbread cookies. They're not hard to make.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She looks like easily Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, Alyssa Milano and Rosie Perez.
I want to screw.
I love Rosie Perez.
Every time
I'm going to tell you honestly, the girl on the right, the main star here, I have such the hots for her from seeing her in all these Charles Band movies, and she never shows her boobies.
Nice.
She gets close. Everybody else does, but she does not.
Is it like a teaser thing? Like she's about to do it, then a noise happens, so she turns around?
No. It's like, it's funny because it's like every movie that goes on, she kind of gets more and more naked, and then eventually she's like just kind of in her bra and panties. That's about as far as it gets. Everybody else is naked though. This guy's a big wrestling fan. I think he wants to be a wrestler.
Oh hell yeah!
Isn't it what he's saying? He's like, "You're the man. Your
ass is toast." He's just being a weird.
No, because he wants to be a professional wrestler.
Yeah, that reminds me very much. Actually, a lot of this moment reminds me of one of our earliest horror movies we did, Blood Diner, because that guy was massive into wrestling too, and like he ended up fighting the Nazi guy, and that movie.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Right. Yeah,
that movie's a goddamn fever dream,
dude. You can see obviously wrestling's big. It's getting bigger, right? They got the A&E special going. Like,
yeah.
People, it's big. Like the dark side, and once that Vice Dark Side of the Ring came on, people are interested in like the stories. And so am I, right? Like the real dirt, because they never tell you. Oh my God, look at this deer, for the love of God. What a fucking, like, this is like, I won't buy anything anywhere ever.
Yeah.
Like, holy Christ. I mean, it really, honestly, well, I guess it kind of depends on whose blood it is.
Yeah.
Whose blood would be acceptable?
Mine, I'd hope.
Yeah, I guess like maybe even like sometimes even like you know, you're eating dinner and you get a little hair and you're like, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's mom, whatever. But then if you get a big, even if you're at home though, you get a big long ass hair, like 5 of them, then you're like, ew, God, like.
Yeah, how about I just
go
ahead
here's
and be
mom
dead
outside. Look at it. Come and get your baked goods.
That's essentially it. What I want more than anything.
Come on now.
Yeah, what I want more than anything is just to have you do like what you think the dub of this movie is. Yeehaw!
She hates signs.
Mm-hmm.
A sign fell down, killed her dad.
Yeah. So, our dear friend William Butler, who wrote this movie. That's why I'm looking down for people who got me in camera.
Wait a second. Wait, the guy who wrote this movie's name is William Butler?
Yes.
Oh my God, Bill Butler.
Okay, but yeah, no, not him.
But no, isn't that the short form for William?
Yes, it is.
That's my buddy's name who lives over there, Bill Butler.
Does he? Did he write Return of the Living Dead: Rave to the Grave?
He mentions it often.
Yeah, it comes up a lot.
But no.
So but no.
He's like, if I was that Bill, I would have wrote that movie, but I'm not.
I'd be uneasy.
Like, thanks for bringing it up again, Bill.
But yeah, he wrote that. He wrote Return of the Living Dead Necropolis as well. But here's the weirdest thing. He also wrote on 2 Disney Channel, like, kids comedies. He wrote for Disney Get Connected and Disney Game On.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
which Night of the Living Dead movie?
It was Return of the Living Dead Necropolis and Return of the Living Dead Rave to the Grave. They were like,
what the fuck?
They were like 2000 era.
Dude, I don't even know these movies. I'm gonna have to find them.
Yeah, I gotta hunt them down.
I dropped the ball on those 2, I guess.
Well, I think we all did. I've never heard of them.
Nobody has.
Agreed.
Probably not even real movies.
Yeah.
Look at it, it's still there. It didn't even like melt through. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Something's moving around on there.
Ew. Well, like, is that like a fake hand or is somebody with a weird hand?
It's a little baby hand.
Yeah, like like you said, it's weird that blood didn't mix in at all.
I'm like, it's horrid, and they still don't even care.
Yeah. He's like, these strawberry.
They literally should be murdered based on their horrible conditions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like, are you fucking kidding me?
Where's the D from the health inspector on the window?
Like, I'm supposed to feel bad for them, even though they totally, like, if you didn't bleed, it was like, you need the perfect conditions.
Yeah.
Like, thank God the druid lady, when she this guy, this is a Canadian guy, right?
Yeah, his name is Larry Cedar, and he has been in, I got his stuff here. He was in Who's the Boss? Chud 2. He was He was a voice actor in Freakazoid and Pinky and the Brain. He was in Deadwood, which might be the thing you know him from.
That's probably where I know him from.
But the thing I know him from best, he was in Community. He played.
For the Christ.
He played Cornelius Hawthorne, who was Chevy Chase's dad.
He played Chevy Chase's dad.
He was dressed like very, very old, and he had an ivory wig on. He's like, it's the only way. He's like, otherwise you have hair from the Chinese. Yeah, he was just.
I'm waiting on that show. I always sometimes like with albums, like I'll wait.
Yeah.
Community is a show I'm going to watch later on and love it.
Yeah.
It'll be something new to love. You know what I mean? Like, I'm waiting.
You got to jump on it. You got.
No, I will, but it's not going to be yet. It's going to be in a little bit because then I have something. I'm still not over The Office yet. For Christ's sakes.
I know, right? That happens to me all the time. Like, well, I mean, it happens with me with especially Community in The Office. It's like, I should really start watching this, like The Boys. I haven't gotten around to The Boys yet. I'm like,
it's so good.
I know, and everybody says that, and I know that, and I'm just like,
I know that.
Maybe I'll just knock out 6 seasons of Community again first. I've only seen that 6 times.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, no, that's good. Fuck it.
Maybe when I get up to a good baker's dozen of that, then maybe I'll think about The Boys.
Baker's dozen? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Actually, exactly right. Jesus. I heard a lot of good things actually about Robert Kirkman's Invincible. That's out right now too.
Oh, that's Prime.
Yeah.
It's like one of the only things that Prime's lame. But yeah, I got it. I'll watch it. Prime's fucking lame. I'm telling you, you know what? I just went on last night and like over, because I've been gone for weeks.
Yeah.
I went over Netflix and oh my God, there's so much shit. Netflix is the king.
Yeah.
Netflix is the king, and nobody for a very long time will dethrone the king.
The problem, well, it's not the problem. It's good for Netflix, but the problem that everybody else has is they had such a long head start. Nobody even tried to compete with them.
That's
and
right.
It's like, had Disney...
They waited until they're like, wow, this is a guaranteed business model. Now I'll get into it.
Yeah. Had Disney gotten in on it then, they would probably own the rights to everything right now. Like they would have...
True, but I like that they don't.
Yeah.
See, the thing with like Amazon Prime and Disney is like, yes, they have great shows, but I'm not on there all the time because they don't have enough.
Yeah.
Netflix has fucking, dude, I just went on there, like, they tell you like, hey, this is coming up soon. And I clicked it last night and it was like, holy shit. I was like, look at all the shit that I want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I love the haunted shit. There's a new season of Haunted. There's like, all types of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Army of the Dead. Mm-hmm. Which is probably going to be garbage, but still, I'm going to watch it.
It's actually called Army of the Deed. It's a Mr. Deeds sequel. Wouldn't that be wonderful if somebody convinced, and I feel like you could convince Sandler to do this, convince him to do a sequel to one of his movies that has nothing to do with the original movie and puts him in, it's just that character in a situation completely irrelevant to the previous thing.
Like Halloween 3.
Mm-hmm. But it's just like, imagine if Michael Myers was in Halloween 3 but didn't murder. He was the detective.
Right. Like just something dude, it's probably coming up. Mm-hmm. He has like, the most ridiculous like Netflix deal fucking ever.
Yeah. It's like Billy Madison plays like, a piano prodigy.
You said Billy Blanks, right?
No, I said as Billy Madison. So he's playing Billy Madison in a movie about a piano prodigy. It has nothing to do. Like call him Billy Madison and all this stuff, but there's no like, hey, what happened with all that hotel stuff? Shut up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love it.
And then
I feel like the Netflix movies are starting to, but to be honest with you, I think Netflix's specialty is like the shows.
Yeah.
Like they have really good shows. But I think that their movies are starting to get better. Like, yes, they get things based on, like The Irishman, so they get some clout and blah, 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 but I think their movies are getting better.
Yeah.
The shows have always been good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think there's a disparity because there's ones that are really bad and then a lot that are really good. How big of a gingerbread man, like, do they sell there? Are they famous for this? Look how big that is.
They're going to be. They're going to be. She needs to make them just big enough to kill.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love that this movie is an hour, like I was saying before. Mm-hmm. Okay, like if I go to a rock concert, any concert, the minimum time that I will accept, no encore, no anything, headliner, 90 minutes.
Yeah.
That is it. If you play less than that, I'm going to fucking lose my mind. I'm going to be like, this is bullshit. Right? Like, come on. Like, I paid money to see you, for Christ's sakes.
Todd started the riot at Altamont. It wasn't the Hell's
Fucking
Angels.
right, I did.
It was like,
and then he only comes to life when she gives him a penis. Watch.
I get it, though.
So, back in the day, I would always think that like 90 minutes was a feature-length film. Mm-hmm. And then every now and then you'll see like 127 or whatever. And you're like, oh, okay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But this one's like an hour and 10 minutes. I'm like, is this a short or is this a fucking movie?
Yeah. Well, I had no real concept of time. To me, every movie was 2 hours until one day I was like, oh, that's not the case. Look at like the way that the face of that began. Like it looks nothing like what she made.
It looks exactly like Gary Busey.
It does. Oh no, it's her.
Oh, she's pissed.
It's like Brittany Murphy.
Oh my God. Look at those rats running around. He's a cute rat though.
Well, again, the health department has a ton of problems with this one.
Christ, of course they do. Little on a Gingerdead man. Like, Learn a lesson. Oh, fuck, fighter. Oh, pie to the face. What a waste.
Yeah, that's coming out of you. What was that weird duck? That was her that was her covering up that she was laughing. That had to have been.
Oh, I think so too.
I like that he's not. I feel like he should only come out evil in one scenario. Like if he underbaked, he came out evil, but he would have been good. Like, so that's
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why he's pissed. Because look at this place, blood in the soil, fucking girls fighting. Like Jesus Christ. Like what kind of rats?
Where's the weird like male baker here?
Oh my God.
Usually these movies have some kind of weird. I love this.
Oh my God! Look at this.
Just for what it's worth, I legitimately have access on my the thing I use to edit this show and anything else. I have better access to better effects any given time.
I know, that's just awesome. Look at this. Here he comes, buddy. This is when you see him. Where is he? He's coming up here. Oh, here's Buddy. This guy's all right. He's a dick. That's a pretty cool guy, actually.
No, that's Ryan. That's the guy I was talking about before, Ryan Locke.
Oh, that's him.
He looks like if you put eyeliner on him or something, he looks like he would have been like the bass player in like
Blink 182.
Yeah, like just I was just thinking some random like movie like Rockstar or something like that. Character with
he's dressed up like Machine Gun Kelly's penis. Machine Gun Kelly's such a fucking wanker. Like, oh, this guy's killing me.
Yeah. Well, because his birth was brought to you by Four Loko.
Yeah, like every girl on like Tinder's like, I love this guy. He's such a fake ass artist. Like he started as a rapper and then he dissed Eminem, and Eminem literally rapped him out of rap.
Yeah.
And then now he's like, now suddenly I'm a punk. Oh my God. And then now he's like, I'm a punk rocker now. And he writes none of his own songs. And now he's with what's her name? Brian Austin Green's ex there.
Yeah.
Megan Fox.
There's nothing like
they're the most vapid, ridiculously awful couple like ever.
Can I tell you one thing that I know has to be true? He has a big penis.
Oh, probably.
It's like, but it's one of those ones. It's not like impressively big, like a big fat thing. It's long and skinny. It's like a red vine.
He's such a dork, and so is that other guy with him. The guy wearing all the makeup all the time, young blood. He's always like, whenever you see girls like 14-year-old girls in selfies, that's what this guy does in every picture. You're like, you're such a fucking dork. They're like, we're so rebellious and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you were the least rebellious person on the fucking planet. It's all planned. It's all like, ugh.
You love it.
Oh, fuck, I hate that guy. But he's pretty good. He's acting in some stuff.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's no fucking musician. He's just trying to break into the biz, right?
Just trying to.
This would be him right here. This would be him if he wasn't fucking with Megan Fox.
Yeah.
He's like the worst actress in the history of time. Like, no wonder fucking you know what I love? It's like I'm gonna start a Michael Bay movie. I know exactly what I'm getting into, and then afterwards I'm gonna shit talk it. Like, yeah, you accepted the money. You weren't even naked. You didn't even get fucked by a transformer, for Christ's sakes. It was just like the camera went up your ass and legs and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's like, get the fuck out of here.
She did, just not on camera.
Jennifer's body. This guy's cool. Wait do you see the Gingerdead man? It's exactly what they cut out of Gary Busey's brain.
It was what they found on the road next to his motorcycle.
Exactly.
Poor guy. The worst thing about it is that he had to be himself in Entourage.
Yeah, he was in Entourage?
Not just Entourage, the Entourage movie.
Oh my God. Did they make fun of him?
Well, I think they just were like, that's Gary being Gary. Like, nobody like particularly made it. Most of them made I don't want to deal with him, like, because he's kind of intimidating and stuff like that. They
made some kind Gary Busey, right? Yeah.
He made some kind of weird art thing, and he's like, kind of like, he made the one guy buy the art, and he was like all fucked up, and like he was just kind of like scared to say no to him.
He won an Oscar. Or did he win it? I would be scared to say
he
anything.
He was nominated for an Oscar. I don't think.
No, didn't he win the Emmy for Great Balls of Fire?
Well, Great Balls of Fire. No, Great Balls of Fire.
Did he not win the Best Supporting Actor?
I got to look it up now.
He won something for playing Buddy Holly.
Well, yeah, that wasn't Great Balls of Fire because that's Dennis Quaid.
You know, everybody's like totally against. We totally forgot to talk about the Golden Globes.
Oh yeah,
which like aren't happening now because apparently they're so racist that they can't even put it together.
Yeah. Well, Tom,
like black people. What? I don't know.
I know this story is going to be so out of date because this is going to air like 2 months.
Oh,
from
who
now.
Cares?
But Tom Cruise mailed back all his Golden Globes.
Yeah.
I mailed back mine too. Nobody cared though.
I hope they can mail me one. I'll take one of them. Fuck it. Give me Tom Cruise's Golden Globe. Fucking hey.
I bought them at a gift shop.
That. Imagine you could really, like, don't throw your garbage down here. Remember the Homer? He's got like the Grammy and he like, what's up?
I love that.
Don't throw your garbage down here.
Oh, who was it? Oh, Anna Kendrick. She was on one of the talk shows and she's like, I don't have the EGOT, I have the LEGOT. I've lost an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony.
I like that.
She's like, I've been nominated for all of them, lost them all.
Good. What the fuck, eh?
Right?
Fuck it.
I can't find. I'm just.
What about the whole even we should have talked about this in the minisode, whatever, but like Soderbergh apparently ran the Oscars and he was like, it was a big upset because Anthony Hopkins won over Chadwick Boseman. And I'm like, in what fucking universe is Chadwick Boseman a better actor than Sir Anthony Hopkins? Yeah.
It wasn't
like, come on. They're like, just because he died and we love him, he deserves the Oscar. Like, come on.
For what it's worth, so anyway, sorry. Gary Busey was nominated for a Golden Globe and an Oscar, but didn't win either.
Oh, he did not win.
No. And he won the Ace Film Award. He won in 1987 the Ace Film Award for actor in a dramatic series, tied with Peter O'Toole. So he didn't even get that award to himself.
Wow, but still, that's a cool tie, right? Him and Peter O'Toole.
Yeah. No, but the reason that the whole thing ended up being a weird disappointment wasn't because Anthony Hopkins won. It was because they were expecting the Academy to do the posthumous thing like they did for Heath Ledger. So they actually moved Best Actor to the last award to give them a moment to do like a proper like memorial thing to like they were going to like do a little kind of like side tribute thing to him. But then Anthony Hopkins won.
Even if he did or did not won, then he would have had
yeah, so they were going to do a thing. But
done that though. They always do that in the show before.
Well, the in memoriam, it was a joke because so many people died. They rushed through it. It was like everybody had like 1 second. It was just like. Boom,
how long are you supposed to give to everybody though? For fuck's sake.
I don't know, but it is what it is. But anyways, the reason that people were like, what the fuck? Because they didn't they had thought, at least they had planned for something and they didn't know what to do. So literally like they're just all sitting there and then somebody looked at the camera, was like, goodbye. And they just cut off. Like it was, yeah. Like
why wouldn't they have planned for the alternative? That doesn't even make sense.
Exactly, but like it was.
Why would you have not have been like, we're ready if it's not this? And why wouldn't they have told them? Like Jesus Christ! Like
I didn't see it like live.
I didn't either.
I saw it after the fact. But
no one did.
No, yeah, exactly. But I could tell you from what I saw that when they announced the wrong winner. That 1 year for Best Picture, when it was like when they announced Midnight, but then like La La Land actually won or whatever it was. Right. That was more put together than this was. Like Jimmy Kimmel at least was like, okay, well that's weird. Okay, well the show's done. Thank you all for coming. Like, and he had a goodbye. This one was just like, see ya, smoke bomb, and gone. Like
black.
They just
there he is. Here, look. Here's the first time we see the Gingerdead man.
I know, it's so good.
She's so drunk. She's like, I don't know, what am I seeing here?
Well, it's funny too because she's got like kind of a half horror face, but half confused, half a little turned on.
It turns like no whimsical. She's like, are you a little cutie? What are you?
Look at this guy. I'm gonna poke your belly.
Oh my God. They should make like, I wonder if well, I don't know now with this whole thing, but they should totally have a bakery that has the Gingerdead man.
Finger.
Oh, there goes a ring finger.
Yeah.
Oh shit, girl.
Wouldn't that be amazing if somebody made just like all like McFarlane just did a like a whole series of like B movie toys. So it's like Gingerdead Man and like,
oh man, they should, because dude, I looked into it so hard.
Yeah.
And they had a bunch of figures made. Like there was Gingerdead Man, Evil Bong, Ooga Booga, Crack Whore. Ooga Booga is amazing. Oh my God, it's like the most racistly ridiculous movie like ever. Yeah. It's essentially the exact same movie. It's a black man, a black dude, is killed, but his friend made a bunch of these racist dolls, and then he leaves. He's a pig, half pig man.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hambone. He's called Hambone,
of course.
And he made all these dolls. One of them is being the Gingerdead Man. And one of them was Ooga Booga, and his black friend was so offended and blah, blah, blah. But then his friend gets murdered next to the doll, and his soul inhabits the Ooga Booga doll.
Of course.
And then he murders everybody. It's essentially the exact same movie as every Charles Band, only it's a black guy, and it's just as offensive as anything you've ever seen.
So this is woke Charles Band for including people of other races in his cast.
Exactly. Yeah.
You did it, Charles.
Looking right, he did.
I want to look up Robin Sydney on Twitter and tell her you have a crush on her.
Oh my God, yeah.
I gotta do that. I'm gonna try to do that live. Yeah, that's her name. I can see if I can find her.
Yes, I do. Not her.
No, the main girl.
So he's pretty strong. The frying pan looks like it weighs way more than he himself, the Gingerdead Man.
Yeah.
This guy turns out to be pretty cool, actually. He's with this blonde girl, but he's not with her. He's not really digging her because she's a bitch. He's digging through her purse.
Okay, so I typed in Robin Sydney, and just so you know, I like not misspelling or anything like that. It's on. Oh, you can't see it again, but
I can't see anything.
It's on the phone. You can't see it. The first thing that comes up is Robin and Sydney, who are an OnlyFans thing, and their thing is two twinks, 21 and 27 years old. So we don't get the Robin Sydney. Should I tell them you have a crush?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, maybe not. I accidentally.
So this was Robin and Sydney.
Yeah, it just came up as Robin and Sydney. So this is what they look like when they're melded together, I guess. You would think she'd be on Twitter. Like girls like this, they do so well on, and I'm not saying like hot girls or whatever, but like girls from like these types of horror movies and stuff, they do so well on like social media because people love these friggin' movies, and they're usually very good with like interacting with their fans. Like Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp is always she's always on duty. And, yeah, she's doing all kinds of stuff.
Well, who knows? Maybe this chick's got a family or whatever. She just does the movies for whatever. Like I said, eventually, like over watching all the movies, I was like, man, I'm gonna see her naked eventually, because all the girls, other than this movie, all of them are all naked and blah blah blah. But you never see her naked.
No.
And I kind of dig it. That's why I'm even more a fan of hers.
Mm-hmm. Well, is it like, I'm just trying to think back with Charles Band movies in general. It's like there's not usually a ton, is there?
Yes, there is.
Really? Maybe
this is early. This is like early Charles Band. The Puppet Masters don't have anything, but Evil Bong.
Yeah.
Killjoy. Evil Bong, Killjoy the clown, who she's in all of them. There's tons of nudity.
Oh, okay. Tons. Yeah, that got to like another level, because I was like, the early stuff didn't seem to have that, or to my recollection, didn't have a ton. Some, but not like.
And they're all filmed in where all the trauma movies are, like in South Beach. There's so many scenes of Evil Bong just in like Venice Beach, going up and down the beach and whatever, right?
It's funny.
You know what I love about this movie too is it's like it's so even with the puppet, it's super cheap. Like you think we'd see the puppet way more.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, it's because they couldn't afford the fake blood. It would have been the best if he was just as useless as a gingerbread man would be in this scenario. Like he's like running after them and he's like trying to pick up a knife, but he doesn't have thumbs, so he can't do it. He's like just constantly like trying to like scoop it up with his hands. He's like, I can't. And
that's always pissed.
Yeah. And then like somebody enters the room and sees him. They're like, what the hell? Like they're not even scared. They're just like weird little thing on the ground. And he like sprints at them. He's like, ah, and then just like runs into them because he's a cookie.
Just step on him.
Yeah. And then
I never understood, but like it's hilarious that this guy can even do all this because he's a fucking gingerbread man.
What would be even better? Never acknowledge, kind of like Thanksgiving, where they never acknowledge that he's a turkey when he's wearing that face. Never acknowledge that he's a gingerbread man. Or don't.
Dude, that is like the greatest scene in cinema history. I can't even explain to you how fucking much I love that scene.
I'm gonna reach out to him and see if we can do the next Thanksgiving for our next Thanksgiving special.
I want to talk to him myself.
I'll try and make sure to schedule. You've had really bad luck because like I'll schedule one on the last one we did that I did without you. I scheduled with specifically because I knew you were gonna be home, and then I'm like, oh man, I got good news for you. You're like, and then you're like, oh, just so you know, I'm doing 3 weeks straight. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Yep, that's how it works.
But
look at these two are flirting because he's not really with her.
No, but what I want,
she's just cock teasing him.
But what I want these guys to
do, the blonde one of these.
What I want these guys to do is never acknowledge the fact that he's trying to kill them. They're just like, "What this gingerbread cookie get down here?" And then just put him back on the shelf. And it's just constantly
also
like, what?
Also, why wouldn't you just leave?
Yeah. He can't reach the doorknob.
Like run. The moment you're like, this little fucker's here, like just go.
Yeah.
He's killing people. Get everybody out of there. Like what the fuck? Why would you stay? No, he's everywhere. Sure. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, like just get out of there.
And how can he even be everywhere? Like again,
no, that's what I'm saying.
Doors.
He's not. So that's why wouldn't you just leave?
No.
Oh my God, look. This is why you don't leave, Joe. This is why.
This is why. Because of gold. So anyways, just to show you, Charles, just to show you this guy as Cornelius Hawthorne from Community. That's him. You can't see that. But there he is as Chevy Chase's dad. I love the ivory wig.
Oh, that is him. I can see that. It's good.
The second I saw the picture of him, I knew.
Right? Like,
yeah. It gotta be a like these people thing, right?
Yeah, because they're all in Hollywood and everything, right? So this guy's been around for like fucking A, right?
Yeah. All right, time for open opinions. Is that a real eyebrow ring or is that like just a fake one to make it's real?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Let's look, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, my question is like this: a guy who's like trying to is he trying to make a name for himself? He's like, I'll do anything for my art. I'll get an eyebrow or eyebrow piercing. It looks fake to me. It looks like it's pinching.
You know what? Actually, the more that you say yes, it does because I haven't really been looking at it, but it sticks out way too much.
Yeah, it's doing like this.
It doesn't look organically in his well, as organic as it could be.
Like to me, not much of a. It's not doing what I think they think that it's doing. He's like, I
still have the piercing hole.
Yeah.
Not the whole thing though, but I can still feel it right now touching my ear. I still have the piercing thing.
Yeah. You had a gold
stud. I don't mean stud or anything, but like you could jam something through there. I can still feel the grit of where I had my virginity taken.
Oh, the idea of something
going virginity. Through. Remember that we both went over to that place in the Grantham Plaza, and it was like a stapler. Boo boo.
Yeah.
And they just went right into my ear. Boo boo. It was definitely me and you.
Yeah. No, I was there.
And it hurt like a son of a bitch. I remember leaving being like, holy shit, that hurt like a son of a bitch.
That's why I was so proud. I was so proud of my daughter when she got her ears pierced. Like I legit, like as a dad, I chickened out. We were going to do it when she was like young. because it's like, oh, she won't, like, she'll be crying anyways, won't even know the friggin' difference.
You were crying.
I legitimately got to a point. We were sitting there. We were going to do it the next day. And I was in bed and I was like laying there for the longest time. And I woke up Carrie. I'm like, we can't do it. I'm like, we can't. And I was like, I don't want to do it.
You woke her up.
I woke up Carrie and I was like, we're not going to do
it. Your daughter's in sleep. Your daughter's asleep. And oh my God, yeah, look at her nipples.
I didn't wake up Abby. Abby was a baby. I
know, but I'm saying that Abby is asleep soundly, thinking to herself that tomorrow I'm going to get my ears done. This is going to be great.
Yeah. No, she never thought
and
that.
And then you're in bed crying.
Yeah. Abby was a baby. She had no knowledge of what was about to happen.
Oh, she did.
So we agreed that we would do it when she asked for it, and then she asked for it, so we did it. And then she went, and I thought she was going to cry for sure, and it was just, she just kind of, and then that was it. And she was like, and I'm like, all right, way to go, girl. Because like everything.
And then you didn't go.
I went. No, it was fine.
Once we agree to go get Prince Albert's, and then you chicken out when I get mine.
Yeah, I had to. Hey, I was the only one present for Reese's circumcision. My wife, the same thing. My wife didn't even enter the building.
You were also present for your own.
No, I mailed it in. I got it done last month. I mailed it in and I got it back recently.
Phoned it in.
And really, I think they gave me a smaller one.
You put your adenoids into an envelope and mailed it to them, and you're like, I did it myself. I chopped it myself. Don't worry about it.
Nobody brings up my adenoids more than you do. Nobody.
What the fuck? What do you mean? Who does it? Who the fuck keeps their adenoids? The fuck? Where are they? You got them? So where are they?
Of course I don't.
What do you mean? They were in like a whole cool thing.
Yeah, I haven't had like those were God.
I think they lied to you. I think they lied to you. They put 2 little pieces of chicken floating in the fucking thing, and they're like, "Here's your adenoids."
I tell you, and like I said it then. I was like, they looked exactly like Chef Boyardee meatballs, the little teeny tiny meatballs you got with like in a beefaroni kind of thing or something like that.
You are the only person in the history of time to have their adenoids out. They don't even exist.
Yeah.
It's like electrolytes, bunch of fucking bullshit that they made up.
Yeah, it's actually something they just do now. Like when people get their tonsils out or whatever, they just go in after the adenoids at the same time. They're like, just get it. They don't do anything. They only cause problems.
Right. So they just take them out.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm already in there because if something happens, they have to go through this again at an older age. Like it's one of the tonsils and stuff. It's one of those surgeries where you just feel worse and worse as you get older and older from it. So
like they're flirting, girlfriends on the ground, they're dying. She's out for the count.
It really feels like they're shooting this in a theater class. Like they're at some
pretty much.
They're at some a West Hollywood room above a bowling alley, and they're like, okay, it's time to do your pair ups. Do your pair ups, and then like these guys got this monologue, this dialogue together, and they just put a light up over them, and then like Charles Band just showed up. He's like, is it okay if I get some video of this? And then like that's how the movie was made. And also he brought a gingerbread man to life. That was the other part.
That's like our first kiss right there, bud.
Yeah.
In that bakery.
I know. Except when we had our first kiss, I was already inside you.
That's how I like it. Don't ask permission.
I know we've been at this for 30 years, but I love you, bro.
Oh, that must be the mom there, or the mom lying down on the floor. Because here's what's her name. I thought this was her right here.
I thought so too. She seemed more likely.
Oh fuck! There he is. Oh shit! Would he throw the knife?
I don't know. He had a weird stabbing motion.
He slashed her. He slashed her, maybe.
I guess. Well, you know what? Here's my promise. If when we do Gingerdead Man 2, I'm gonna reach out to everybody who's involved in it and see if I can get us somebody from the movie.
Oh my god! Get us her. Get us Sydney. What's her name? Robinson Crusoe.
And that's why you can't be at the interviews.
The rats still are hanging out. Jesus Christ.
Does he not sound like he's trying to be Beetlejuice right now?
Hey, bro.
Hey, come here.
I got a zig nut for you.
Yeah. Like, how is that rat not having a heart attack right now, like in real life?
It's somebody's pet rat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Totally used to puppets.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably like the guy who made the puppet. So he'd been like exposing him to it a lot. So he got used to it.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm way too chill.
Yeah, the rat seems cool, right? What the fuck, right? That's still why I don't know why they haven't left. I'm like, why would you not just run away? Well, now I guess Buddy tried to go outside and the Gingerdead man was in the car. So, you know, I don't know.
But I don't think they know that.
Well, no, the Buddy. Oh, yeah, they don't.
Mm-hmm. I got a look from Carrie yesterday. We were watching, it was American Ninja Warriors, like women's championship or whatever. And I saw this one girl. She was the youngest girl in the group. And I was like, she looks to me like, what's it called? Oh,
there she goes. That's why,
that's why you get John Carl Buechler in this, to put a knife in her head. But I said to her, I was like, this girl looked to me like what's her face in Showgirls when she showed up to Vegas all bright-eyed. It was like, you know, a beautiful innocent girl, and then I was like, we're just waiting for that part where she turns out and starts being like a porn star. And Carrie looks at me, she's like, I don't see that at all. I'm like, then you're not looking hard enough.
I don't see that at all.
Just so you get a little look at, oh my God, she's doing the what are you waiting for? She's literally doing the I know what you did last summer. What are you waiting for? I'll do it here. What are you waiting for? Oh, my knees. My table's right there. I'm sure that was also great for the audio.
Oh, hell yes. Oh my God, like the whole movie. I wonder what this movie cost. Did you have any costs or anything?
Let me see if I can hunt it down. Lord. It was, like I said, I don't even have
$500,000.
Maybe. Let's hunt it down. Whoops. I misspelled Gingerdead Man. I did like Ginder, and the first thing that came up was join Grindr. So I'm gonna do that first.
Yeah, you better get on there.
I gotta get that.
Find my profile. First. You'll love it.
Oh my God, it's the funniest one. But every penis pic is
not mine.
Oh no! Oh, is that why that one's black?
A lot of dog dicks in there. You're like, wow, this looks like a weird lipstick. Open lipstick container with a hair on the end.
God, I can't find.
There's what's her name's finger. Where'd what's her name go? Is she still lying on the floor? Is that who was on there? The old lady?
I don't even think it was the old lady. It was like another girl. I'm confused. This movie's like 4 minutes long, and I can't keep up with it. Yeah, I can't find anything.
Eventually, as they go on, like there's a couple Gingerdeads, and then there's Evil Bong, and then they introduce the Gingerdead man into the Evil Bong thing, because like I said, they all the characters end up in evil in sexy hell. And the Gingerdead man, it's like this girl that I'm in love with plays a different character, but then during the movies, he's like, you're the girl, right? Like you like suddenly he's like in the third Evil Bong, he's like, forget it, I'm going bad again, I'm tired of this shit. And then it's like he suddenly remembers that they have this lifelong feud where he's the Gingerdead man and she's the girl from those movies. Yeah. Even though in that movie she's a different girl.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's like the most fucked up. It's like, what the fuck? Like,
it's like you do that every now and again. You'll see a guy who's been in like 25 episodes of Law and Order and never played the same person twice.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're always like prominent. They're like a cop.
No, but then suddenly, they weirdly, right? But then suddenly they weirdly show you that, like, even though he's all these different characters, he's still the one guy.
Yeah.
Like stupidly, you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, no doubt.
So where's the Gingerdead? Oh, here it is. Is this him? I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, she came out of what is she in the hot room there?
Something like that.
Subway oven.
Those ovens,
Subway
like,
in there.
They took the old lady out of that oven, and I was like, why was she not, like, she's theoretically, like, a lot of time has passed. Well, not like hours, but like a chunk of time has passed. You'd think that her skin would be very badly burnt by being in there. Is she gonna mount him just out of terror?
Oh my god, there he is.
I like that. Yeah. Gary Busey has changed his voice just a little bit. Like, just to,
what do you think? Like he's the name. What do you think he got to do this movie? Oh, here he is. Here's the wrestler guy.
Like, if I'm being honest, I'm gonna say
about $5,000.
I was gonna say like $100,000.
Wow, that's not bad. Shit, man, that sounds fucking good to me.
But like, that may be based on a deal. Like, let's see if I can find it.
Because he's a name. It's good to have on your thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Gary Busey adds the Gingerdead man. Oh my god, he's got a gun now.
Especially in a movie like this, which is going to be like an obvious, like, straight to video kind of deal and stuff like that. And so it's like, you need something that's going to draw the eye when you're like, I'm in the mood for a horror. And you go around and you see all of a sudden, like, in big letters, Gary Busey. You're like, really? And you pick it up. Like, that caught our eye all the time. Like, I
loved like it. Oh, look, buddy's eating him. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that is the old lady who got her finger cut off. Yeah, he's eating him. That reminds me of that story you told about Jack Frost, when the guy was like, you know, the dude that worked at the company was like, hey, what if we make the box like that? Yep. You know, where like it changes.
Yep.
Right. Remember you told that story? Mm-hmm. And it was like, that's what drew people's eye, and that's what drew our eye to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, was that weird cover when you're walking past, like, oh, he's like a snowman, then snowman, snowman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy ate him. Oh, now he's drinking. Oh yeah, wash it down with some milk there, bud. It's okay because everything in there, the bakery already has blood in it anyways. So to eat that guy was just, you know, whatever, right?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say the sequel is the mixture of the blood and the milk drips down into another container, and then they bake more gingerbread men with that.
Watch.
See,
what do you think what happens after he eats him?
See, that girl who was just there was the one who was covered. So like, nobody in this movie died except that guy at the car.
Oh, look. What do you think? He just ate him. What do you think is happening? What do you think?
I don't know.
He ate him.
Yeah, he ate him. Oh, he's got a bust out of his belly, right?
Exactly. Oh, she's like, oh, Mom. Oh, God. You know, this movie reminds me of that one we made, that zombie movie or whatever was back in The Governor, that. Right? I know, we kicked ass.
I wish I could have showed you my college film. I wish I still had that, Loose Limbs.
I know, what the hell?
I did. It was a 5-minute. He is him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's it was a 5-minute like silent film about a guy finding a severed leg in a field, and then just and then just the adventures he went on with that leg. But then you like, it comes back and you realize he's just imagining it, and then the guy who's missing the leg shows up. And then
like that penis movie where they chop Buddy's penis off, which is like the best movie ever.
Then second year was funny because I had already decided you had to do. Second year, you had to either choose production or presentation. Presentation was you'd go towards being a performer, towards being a radio personality, that kind of thing. Production was film and TV, like tech stuff. So I went towards that. So I had to do film for another half year, despite the fact that I knew I was going to go towards TV. So they're like, you got to write a film and submit it. And then we're going to like pick the best 3. And then we're going to, as a crew, produce those movies. And then I just wrote... I wrote Loose Limbs 2, and everybody was like, they wrote me in for awards for Loose Limbs, and like the teacher took me off the list over and over again. And and so everybody saw that and they're like, I'm in right away. And they're like, let's do Loose Limbs 2. And I had nothing. I pitched it and I had no script or anything like that.
So that's what you gotta do.
So I made it. It was like it was something about a lab and how he was trying to like make like limbs sentient so that like they would stay alive if you lost them. And
like the
stuff.
limb
Like it was like,
itself is like alive.
yeah. So it's like you could lose your leg, but you wouldn't like you could get it sewn on whenever because it would stay alive.
I love this. I love the idea of like, okay, like you're going in to pitch a movie that you had no idea. You know, everybody's get in there. We want to do loose limbs too, and you're in there just like, okay, so there's a loose limb.
Yeah.
And you're just bullshit. You know what I mean? Like you're in the fucking like. You know
well,
I mean?
I knew what the pitch was. Like I didn't riff on the pitch. I knew what it was going to be, but I didn't know that it was going to be picked. Therefore, I had to have something to back it up. I thought I was just giving out a bullshit pitch so that something else could get chosen and I could just go on doing the work.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
The movie should have been that the limbs are attacking people. So like you see like a severed leg kicking someone to death, or like a like a severed arm, you know.
And the best part, it just featured that leg again because I had it, but it didn't feature any other. It didn't feature any other limbs. Like that could have been. I thought about maybe looking for like a fake arm or something like that too, and I was like, nah, fuck it. We're gonna do this as half.
So it should have been called loose limb.
Yeah,
so
loose
just
limb.
Not loose limbs. Should have been loose limb.
Yep. Yeah. Well, originally,
almost like Rubber. Remember that Rubber movie? The tire. It was just like a killer tire.
That's amazing.
But this is just a limb. One limb.
I have Deathbed, the bed that eats.
Ooh, what about Killer Sofa?
I don't have that. Did you ever see Teeth?
Oh, where it's in her vagina.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has a choppy
No, I
vagina.
haven't seen it, but I know it. I know it, yeah.
We did it, guys. Oh, not quite yet.
We did.
That bakery sign, I meant to comment it on it earlier. It's the worst. Like it's like a canvas thing they just like shot down over top of whatever the real store sign was.
So what happened? How'd they kill him? What the hell?
He became,
is it over?
Because that other guy became the bad guy.
Oh, that's
and they
right.
Shot
he ate him.
And then he shot. So that guy went to kill the other people, and then they shot him a bunch of times and threw him in the oven.
Nice. Oh, that's my girl right there.
An older lady. Uh-oh. I love like literally nobody died in this movie. It's fucked up.
The Gingerdead man did.
All the eyes open.
Oh,
Genius.
fuck. That looked like, what's her name? Robin Sydney. I love you, girl. I love you, Robin Sydney.
Does this not look like the opening credit sequence to like a Canadian drama?
Yeah, or like the end credits to The Predator.
Or what's the show I'm thinking of where it was like the singers? The Heights.
It looks like my God.
How do you, because it's like that guy's that dude. How do you talk to an angel? Or it's like, this is like, or like if
that was like the only gore that happened. There should have been way more gore.
Or if like My Secret Identity got like another season.
You'll never know my secret identity.
I wonder if that girl knew her entire job was just bending over things.
Oh, of course. Come on. There's no nudity in this one. Just a couple cherry tits.
Yeah. Which to me is hotter.
I agree.
I love this song. It's a shame that you can't hear it.
I know it.
I love these women because, you know, like these are the old, like the former Scream queens who are like, I'm back to do it one more time, but they can't get into a real movie.
Fucking A. Yeah, in Critters Attack, the mother from E.T. is in it.
Yeah.
And she plays the intergalactic hunter that the Undertaker played in the first one.
Oh, yeah. God, it's funny. The Undertaker showing up in movies back then. Remember when like being a wrestler / actor was like such a joke? It was like nobody could do it. Except like, but some people, you know, got through. But then another wrestler's like, I'm going to do it now. And then it went nowhere.
Yeah, like John Morrison. He makes a bunch of stupid movies.
Well, all those guys, because then they got the WWE studios, so then it was like, oh, congratulations, Cody Rhodes is the Marine 7.
Yes. The Marine 7.
Like that movie. Those movies were cast based on which current WWE wrestler had a buzz cut. That was it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's funny, because like I used to see, which is funny, being like a year, 2 years ago, a bunch of WWE Studios movies, but I don't really see them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And they're making more profit than they ever have.
Yeah.
But I have not, it's like, like 9 Rounds starring Dean Ambrose, or like, they're like The Condemned starring Stone Cold.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the hell
he is. Like it doesn't do well by me when they're naming guys.
Look at the bake sale customers: Jackie Band, Harlan Band, Zalman Band, so his wife and kids.
Yep. Well, why wouldn't you though, right?
Yeah, well, fucking hey, yeah, I agree.
If I was directing directing a movie that had no like studio tie, because I mean that's the only thing that's gonna really tie you down. Even though most studio movies, the people put their kids in and stuff all the time. But like, if you're doing a movie that's this free, like I'm like, yeah, you're all in the movie, great. Like,
well, it's the same with some of the later trauma movies. You'll see his daughter in it, and you're like, oh my god, this kid can never see this movie, like ever. Like, how the hell is she even in this fucking thing?
Yeah, like the next scene is like a doll that is now playing her that character getting like fucked or something.
Yeah. It's like, holy Christ, like
that girl as an adult goes back and is like, you hired me to be the rape victim in your movie?
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. I'm loving the names in this. Miles Alpine Gutkin. Brian. I feel like almost all these names are fake names. Elvis Strange was the production designer. Not a chance. Not a chance that's his real name. Gary
Busey's personal hair and makeup. For the random scene he was they're talking about when he was in cookie form.
I'm just thinking Gary Busey's personal hair and makeup. It would have been the best if you looked over and it just said The Wind. Oh god.
That should be the name of the episode, totally, right there. The Wind.
I'm definitely doing that. See, again, look at how much time, because remember, this counts towards the runtime. These credits.
That's what I'm saying. The credits were like 10 minutes long. Not the credits are like the beginning credits were like 10 minutes long. I know the end credits are like 15 minutes fucking long.
We're going to wait for this to end, and then we're going to go back and I'm going to calculate the actual amount of screen time from beginning shot.
Like what was the actual movie? Like, but take out the beginning credits, take out the end credits. I'll bet you the movie's 70 minutes long.
Yeah, we're going to figure that out. I'll edit it.
Oh, no, sorry. The movie altogether was only an hour and 10, so 70 is ridiculous. The movie's 40 minutes long.
Maybe. Because, like, look,
that's my guess. 40 minutes.
I should not have time to, memorize who did the friggin' craft services.
This is like even, the Bucky and the Falcon there, and it's like, holy Christ, it's like 8 minutes of, like, credits. Oh, God, yeah. This is not that.
The one thing that drives me nuts with Disney Plus, I know other people do it too, other streaming companies, but Disney Plus just seems so much bigger, is they do the international credits. So usually I think the reason is like Netflix has like a kind of a limit of languages, or at least that I know of, where it's like, oh, we have like these things, but like Disney, because they make all their own stuff, they provide all their own multi-language things. So you have here's the Danish cast, here's the Italian cast, here's the Chinese cast.
Every now and then, when I have been watching a show on Netflix, especially the main example is The Office.
Yeah.
Eventually, I went so far that the credits suddenly were just huge.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you're playing Mario Kart, suddenly you play a 4-banger and then the credits roll.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what I mean? And it was like suddenly on Netflix, it's happened for tons of shows when I just watch straight through. Suddenly it goes to like the Danish credits and then these credits and those credits.
Yeah. You know, it would be hilarious if the end of every show had the exact same ending as Avengers Endgame, where like everybody gets their own moment, or like the end of Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, where like even if they weren't in this movie or this season of television in this case, they're still in the final credits and everybody gets a shot. They tried to do that bullshit with Twilight. I'm like, no. In Twilight, you're not Lord of the Rings. You don't get to have a final curtain call for the entire cast of 4 movies. You go fuck yourself hard. Like, even people I liked who were in it, like one guy, God, I can't remember his name. He was in, his name is completely escaping me. He was in The Wire. He was McNulty's like partner.
The black guy.
Yeah. But he's got one of the coolest names, and I'm totally forgetting it.
Yes,
anyways.
yes, he does. He's an awesome actor too.
He's
McNulty's the white dude that was in The Affair.
Yes. Yeah.
And this dude, I saw him in something else too, and I was like, that's the dude from The Wire.
But he was in Twilight for about 3 minutes, if that. Right. And then he was one of the guys in the final. Like, it is like,
yeah, but if you read the books, he probably was a much more prominent character.
Yeah.
So in the credits or whatever of the movie, they show him off for the people, that read the books and blah blah. They're like, he's the guy.
Yeah. I love the names here. There's just Evans, Buttersworth, Bienvenuto's restaurant. Oh, that's Bienvenuto's restaurant. Oh, it's
the restaurant names. Chucky the rat. He's probably the guy that put all the rats in there.
Yeah. No, I would just assume that was the rat that we saw.
Yeah. Well, no, there was 2 rats.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
They look different.
He might have played both
Chucky the rat
characters.
is probably the name of the rat company. Like if you need rats in your movie, this guy brings the rats.
Well, what's more likely? Do you think that the one guy played the 2 different characters like Eddie Murphy? Or do you get 2, or is it more of a Winklevoss situation where they CG'd the one?
Oh, I'm sure it's the second one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They spent the money to shit.
All right. Well, that is the movie. Now we're going to figure out the runtime of this movie. So we're going back in.
I'll get 45 minutes.
Okay, I gotta figure out.
That's my guess. Yeah, go back.
The credits. Oh, this is the credits.
No, but there was stuff happens before the credits.
No, I know. I'm trying to get there.
Oh, okay. Look at he's good. He's doing good, man. Look at him.
Mm-hmm. I might need to write this down.
He's doing good. Like
I know he's. Oh, see, he's not.
He's acting, man. He got his money's worth.
Yeah, no doubt.
Intimidating my girlfriend. Oh no, Gary, no.
I can't do it. I'm trying to.
Click it. You were almost there. Click a little bit forward. We're at 334.
It won't let me.
Okay, just
like if I try to make a
he's
little.
Like he didn't need. I like that. Totally. He's like,
I did not want to do this murder.
Yeah, like he didn't need to or whatever, but he did. Telling you, he's giving it.
So that was it.
Here we go.
So that was
350.
Okay, so 350. So far, 3 minutes, 50 seconds of screen time.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops, I was too.
Wait, dude. You're at 646. 647.
So almost 3 minutes of opening credits.
3 minutes. Yep.
Okay, so now from 6. Oops.
Let's round it up. We'll say 4 minutes.
Okay, sure. Oh my God, that's.
Get out of my room.
I will never leave your room. Oh, also credits.
Not you. I was talking to somebody else.
Oh my God. Just to give you an idea, we're at the 1 hour point when the credits, about almost the 1 hour point when the credits begin. Meaning the credits are 10 minutes long.
Yes. So that's 13 minutes, 14 minutes of credits.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the exact.
Here we go. This is the most. Boom. Who the fuck was even by that dirty thing? There you go.
9 minutes.
10. There's 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yeah.
It's 9 minutes, 42 seconds.
14 minutes rounded up. And the movie's an hour and 10. So the movie is, what did I say, 45 minutes?
It's exactly 13 minutes, 42 seconds of credits. And so that makes it just under 57 minutes. 57 minutes of movie.
I was 12 or 13 minutes off.
Yeah. Good God. Can I tell you, like, I shot a video, I did my first like video for my own YouTube channel. I did some like tech stuff. The amount of footage I shot was longer than that movie. As far as I shot an like, hour of footage.
Good God.
Wow. All right, guys, that is just choke on that information as you end this episode. That's it for us. Find us at miscastcommentary.com. Email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Find us on Twitter @miscastpodcast. I'm at I'm at miscastjoe. Todd's at miscasttodd. I'm still fucking that up from time to time. Miscastcommentary on Instagram. All those good places. You can also find me on Dueling Decades. We're doing the whole YouTube thing there. You can join their YouTube. Make sure before you go to that one, though, that if you're on our YouTube, that you're liking and subscribing the videos, or liking the videos and subscribing to us. We do some live, recording sessions and all these good stuff. So join us and then go over and follow Dueling Decades after that, but not until you've done us first. And yeah, that's it, guys. We'll see you next week with another Coming Attractions episode. And
later.
He said it.
Watch out for blood in your baked goods.
And if it's none there, put it there.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.